mortal and the faithless, of which whom you are, can be left up to interpretation. I know we did it before, but for all intents and purposes, would you all please go down the line, say who you are, what you're playing, so on and so forth, and then I'll zoom in on your characters.
Mhm. I can start.
Yeah, by all means.
I am playing Athena. She is a vampire commander. Uh, as you can see there, it's pretty obvious she's a vampire. When looking at her, her skin is this pale color. She wears just somewhat fancy black dress that obviously has like a leather armor underneath it. Her hair is just kind of stark white that just kind of falls down. It's somewhat kept, but like not to like a majorly way. And her eyes are these kind of very piercing, pink-ish eyes. She is a more of a ranged combatant, and yeah, that's who she is.
Alrighty, that is Athena.
I could go next. I'm playing Nobuyuki. He is a sorcerer with a bard dedication. He's a kitsune, and he has silver hair with blue eyes. You often see him walking around with a fan that he will use to sometimes cover his mouth when he's talking. Um, he is not really the combative type. He's very squishy. So he'll be probably staying in the backline a little bit. He is very helpful and also very playful, and he is very interested in all forms of magic.
I'll go next. I'm Josh. I'm gonna be playing Endril. He is the dwarf. Um, Everything he does is very slow and purposeful. He doesn't do anything quickly. Uh, as you see him, it's gonna be in very common clothing. He does have a green cape. He's got darker eyes. I would say. I mean, like darker brown, long hair. Obviously, the braided beard, the must have. I'm sorry. I am playing. It's a half dwarf, half orc, and he's the guardian class.
Alrighty. And then there were two.
All right, I can go. All right. So I am playing Bada Bing, very formal name. He is a full orc kineticist. He tends to be walking around in a kind of fur adjacent pelt type coat with an ankh on the back. He has a breastplate underneath. If you'd see him without his coat or just on his neck, he does have a lot of tattoos, most of which look to be names in various languages. Some of them in black, some of them in red. And he does have the most notable tattoo is probably an ankh right on his throat. I am using the champion free archetype.
Hello, everybody. My name's Patrick. I'll be playing Bosmeg. He is an orc fighter with an archetype in being a Hell Knight, which are unknown things like at this point in time. Just he wears heavy blackened armor. If he's not wearing his helmet, he has red eyes and like a dark green flesh colored skin with red hair. It's more mangy, kind of long. It's not necessarily well kept. For an orc, he is pretty well kept and clean as far as like, he bathes and has soap and all that kind of good stuff. He tries to be as polite and kind as possible, but he is honor bound to a fault in the sense of being a proud Orcan warrior. Previous to this, he was a raider from the foothills of the Mountains of Madness, and he has come to the Elven cities for lots of great reasons.
Can you guys not see the map?
We
got a black screen.
see. Well, I see the map.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it now, or I see a
If
big.
you didn't have dark vision, I think you couldn't see it. Is what it was. I don't know. Okay, you should be able to see now at least. It's not that the map matters, but it's a backdrop.
Hmm.
I have a map ready for today. It's all good. And as our story begins today, our tale begins within a refugee camp outside of Thyssarian. Within the city proper, yes, but not within the city. It'd be a small gated outstretch granted by the elven officials who run the city for all of those refugees, those who come from strange culling rituals and found themselves here. Much like all of you, it is a small community made up of, for the most part, survivors. The world is dark and full of dangers, from the endless reign of the Maelstrom to the very nations that war with each other. And somehow, for the most part, you've made it down here, you and your spattering few from your villages, those who also survived the advent of what has now become known as the Faithful. How long you've been in town is entirely up to you, but today is an important day as a council meeting has been drawn. Open to all of those who find themselves as one of these poor refugees. Homeless but given a home. The elders are putting out a call to see who is willing to go north and a discussion of if it's really worth it. All of you over the last handful of weeks have been receiving the same strange dreams of an elven woman that looks like this. Oh, didn't show. There you go. Calling for you all to come to Essel Copperhowl, far to the north, just below Vistos in the Mountains of Madness, but still northern enough that this snow falls all around. How long you've been having these dreams depends. Some of you, your villages could have fallen recently. Others, you could have been one of the first, regardless. From the very next day when you awoke and went to sleep, strange dreamlike visions of this woman, shared by all those who rested beside you. Of course, our adventure begins today within this little refugee camp of no name or nature. In the remnants of what is not so much a tavern, rather a outdoor park with a bar. There's very few in the ways of buildings here, mostly just tents and lean-tos. Maybe a single large building that serves as the city council hall, whatever you'd like to call it. But for the most part, this is an establishment that has been built relatively quickly, and it is not meant for permanent nature. As our tale begins, each of you find yourselves staring at one another, the five of you placed at a table in this park, waiting for the elders. And the crowd is bustling loud. You'd think, after all the terror, the faithful and more, that people would be a little more morose, but they're not. It's as if there's a big celebration going on, a party. And perhaps there is because, well, people are starting to have faith again. Belief that there is somewhere else to go, that they're not going to be these poor refugees forever. And as our tale begins, as I said that like 6 times, I apologize, I'm very tired. I
You're
leave it to
fine.
you all as You're eye to eye with one another throughout this strange park, waiting for the elders to arrive. What would you all like to do?
Um, I think Athena. So it's basically established that we're basically the only people who are gonna potentially go
You don't know
north.
yet, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a little out of character, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
But so far, we just know that these other people are
looking amidst the
potentially.
people, these few do look the most battle-hardened or war-tested, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. Athena would kind of look over all of them, everyone else, her bow kind of just on her back, leaning in the chair, a bit backwards, just kind of examining. So, are you all also going north, thinking of the old north thing, to the Castle Copperhowl?
Yeah, I think, and as I'm saying this, like I'm grabbing a deck of cards out of my pack. I start shuffling.
Well, that was my intention. I came to Dyserian first to see if there were other people like me who were heading that direction. I guess it works out like this. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking? As Nobu kind of looks to Athena. Oh, well, whatever, bro.
I am Athena.
Nobu would stretch out his hand for a handshake and say, I'm Nobu, Nobuyaki.
Athena would return the handshake. Tis nice to meet you.
Nobu would look to the dwarf man and say, what kind of card games do you normally play with those?
Oh, we play all types of card games. What's your favorite? I'll start like dealing out like 5 cards to everybody.
Nobu would smile and say, strip me.
I'm unfamiliar. Can you teach me?
Sure. As Nobu would pick up the cards that you dealt out for everyone and say, I think it's best played with 2 people at a time. I typically think you have to play with half the deck. One person gets half, the other person gets half. Um, and there's a point system that goes accordingly. I think the numbers 1 to 10 hold the same value, or yeah, Jack is 11, King is 13, Queen is 12, and Ace is 14, if I remember correctly. And then we kind of like wanders off, and he's like dealing out half the deck to you.
Alright.
The loser has to strip their clothing, of course.
Yeah, I'm down to play. It might take me a while to strip down, but yeah, we'll do this.
Bada Bing would have laughed slightly at that, at the stakes.
Would it be Society of Rules, Dylan, to play the game?
Sure, why not? As the two of you begin playing cards.
Well, oh, actually, you know what?
It definitely does not seem to be going in Endrel's favor. At the same time, some of the others nearby, they're staring at you, speaking loud, which you overheard. Loud grumbles of, you better not be stripping in public, can be heard. At the same time, there's a shuffle of footsteps as a figure walks inside. The figure looks like this. Where is he? As the figure sort of stumbles his way over towards all of you, you could see him watch as he clambers his way, climbing up onto the stage. He clears his throat very loudly, almost choking in this old dwarven way. You could tell looking at him, he has to be at least 300, if not 400 years old, this old-ass dwarf. None of you would recognize him. He is not from any of your villages that had fallen. But the dwarf smiles as he goes, "Ah, everyone, I come bearing strange tidings this day. I know we were supposed to have a discussion as a community, not just as the one, but it seems the other elders, they've died in their sleep." The dwarf begins sobbing loudly. All of you from your time here would know him as Elder Seor. Sevor, sorry. He's been here probably the longest, if not almost as long as anyone. He is one of the first few that built up this refugee camp, and it's the one that argued with the leadership of Thysarian to have a place to stay entirely. The dwarf, sobbing, is looking out at you all, just uncontrollable tears falling down his face. As you see, people are freaking out. You could see a large carriage rolls into the clearing, bearing 4 more bodies, the other elders from the refugee camp. All of them, their throats have been slit, and it looks like someone or something started peeling the skin off of their bodies. Excuse me, very, very odd. What do you all do?
Athena kind of looks at that and just frowns. Gruesome. Were you able to catch anyone who didn't, or find the murder weapon, or is it unknown?
The dwarf just looks at you through tears-shaken eyes. No one seems to know who did it. They're just dead. I fear this place is not as safe as we made it out to be. If I had to bet money on it, I think the faithful are coming back to finish what they started.
Well, let's not make haste and be in panic. Panicking will get us nowhere.
We're long past the time to panic. Panic is all we have left. And the dwarf opens up his, what looks like a large book that he's carrying as he begins calling out names. You watch as he calls out a string of names one after the other. Athena, Balsmeg, Nobu, Endril, and Bada Bing. He looks over, scanning the crowd, trying to find you. I'm not sure who you 5 are. My eyes, they're not what they used to be. But you're the first group. And he goes and starts calling out other names. Names of people that you may know, you may not.
First
Not
group for
full
what?
adventure types, but
Mm-hmm.
he goes, well, this place isn't safe. We're splitting up into groups of 5 and 6, and we're going to trek north. Originally was going to be a discussion, but we have no choice. This place isn't safe. Everybody's being murdered.
Has more people been murdered?
He says, murder? What are you talking about? It's fine. It's fine. We have one more night, one grand party. Then come morning, we're going to set out when the rain is at its lightest. I truly believe we have no other choice. As you see, the dwarf is itching at his neck. You can see the skin around it is almost peeling like wax as he rips at it, and no blood comes forth from the ripping.
Athena kind of eyes narrow at that.
Yeah.
Could Athena make a medicine check to see if she can't tell what that is.
Yeah, by all means. $14. It just looks like dead skin that's welling up, and he's just like scratching it off. It it should be bleeding, however, though, Athena. That's what you would note in particular, and it's weird that it isn't bleeding. You're not sure why.
Okay.
All right, Nobu, I think the game's over. I'm gonna start like packing my shit up, and then slowly standing up and getting
I'll
ready.
give you back whatever clothes you took off.
Oh, okay. So all I did was take off my ring, and then when I did, you saw that I'm just in full plate armor. I haven't actually started taking anything else off yet.
I see.
Should we? She kind of looks to the 5 people around her. Should we go check on the where they were, where the other elders were? Maybe we might be able to see something. A people's nest. Kind of says a bit side-eyeing the elder who isn't bleeding.
Bada being well, not looking directly at Athena, will say, "Yeah, we got more. I got more people here to worry about. Let's take a look." And it's very intentionally him not looking at Athena.
Got you.
Is everyone in agreement? It doesn't matter because I'm gonna go anyways. But just want to make sure. Just want to see if anyone else is coming along.
I can
Yeah,
tag
man,
along.
I'll tag along. I think we should find out what group 1 of what we're doing.
No, checking north, I guess.
Oh, we're
Huh?
gonna go in groups of 5.
Yeah, apparently.
Before we head off, Dylan, can I cast Detect Magic towards the direction of the dwarf that's not bleeding?
As you do, there's a lot of latent magic. You can tell people, much like you all have just claimed things from their villages,
Mm-hmm.
to the point that you really can't get a read on anything.
Got you.
As the crowd of people does begin to disperse just a bit, you could see the dwarf, instead of climbing off the stage, seems to climb behind a large curtain. Hiding behind it, as you could hear this strange scratching and tearing, like someone scratching and pulling off their own skin.
Okay.
Hey, guys, maybe we should put a pause on what we were doing and check that out.
Yeah. How far away is the curtain, Dylan?
Maybe about 40 feet away from where you guys are seated.
Could I move up like 10 feet and cast Telekinetic Hand to open up the curtain while he's doing that?
Yeah, as you pull the curtain back, you could see there's a small cage with what looks like a hound, some kind of dog, as it's scratching and sniffing at a discarded corpse of what has to be another murder. Another person you probably would have seen around, just looks like a regular human. As the dwarf is holding the body up to the dog, like trying to get its scent, and the dog's just ripping and tearing at the person instead of sniffing. As if it's just detestful, it doesn't want anything to do with it.
Dina kind of clears her throat loudly. This is the elder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Elder, might explain what happened here. Was this the body you just discovered?
The dwarf shakes his head. No, this one's been here for a while, trying to get it to pick up on its scent, find whoever did it. But this damn dog ain't listening. And the dog, as you're looking at it, the closer you get, the more it looks like a hellhound than it looks like a dog.
Not to burst your bubble, but I'm pretty sure that is not a dog. Looks more like a hellhound, if anything.
Eh, just another kind of dog. Don't worry about it. Shouldn't you be getting ready for your journey?
Didn't you say that was going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, you got to pack up your things, no? Don't you worry about me. I'm an old man, but I know how to get around.
Uh-huh. Dina kind of just turns to the party and just raises one of her eyebrows.
Does he still seem emotional, or does that seem to have dropped?
It does to a degree. He's acting with purpose, though. It's kind of that I have to do this, so I'm dropping all emotion type of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say I seem to trust that.
Yeah, agreed. But I don't know if we're going to get more out of him just staying here. Shall we go investigate ourselves the area? Unless you all have major things you need to pack for, but I carry all my stuff with me.
I don't got much to pack. I got people say goodbye to make sure they're gonna do okay. I don't got to pack.
I travel lightly.
Yeah, everything I need right here with me right now.
Oh, then, Dylan, would we have known where the elders stay within the village?
They would have small tents, much like the rest of you.
So would we be able to find
Yeah,
the tents
easily.
where they were? Okay. Then, yeah, Athena will start making her way towards one of the tents.
Bada Bing will follow as well, but at a bit of distance, like 5-10 feet.
Angel's following Bada Bing, but not 5 or 10 feet. He's like right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it would probably be like right beside Athena.
Like right there.
Oh, like
Little space,
right
bud.
right on top of him. Like, okay.
Andrew, I like you, but we talked about this, the personal space thing.
No, yeah, we talked about it. We're gonna work on it.
You'll just pat him on the back. Sure thing, buddy.
So go to the tents.
Yeah.
As you do, as you start walking through, ducking and dodging, people are packing, getting ready for this long journey, bartering for food, drink. People are trading weapons, magical items, so on and so forth, as if it's just another day. As you make it to the tent, all of a sudden the rains begin to grow fiercer. It is early in the day. It's maybe 10, 11, but the skies darken. There are cracks of thunder as bolts of lightning begin striking into the ground. Athena, give me a reflex save.
Oh, fun. 17.
Do you want to keep that roll?
Yeah, that's a decent roll. We're only level 2. Gonna be fucking 20.
That'd be funny. I wouldn't do that. Or would I? Who knows? I know.
Oh,
Athena, you narrowly manage to dodge aside as from one of the bolts of lightning, something comes hurtling down like a meteor, crashing maybe inches away from you. It looks like a jumbled up ball of heavy plate mail armor that glows this bright translucent blue in color. It looks like no material you've ever handled before. Just jumbled up into a ball, a giant crater in the ground.
does it look alive or like a golem?
It looks like a jumble of armor
Hmm.
slammed down into a crater on the floor.
Cena kind of pauses, catching her lack of breath, I guess. She stares at the thing, looks to the party. Anyone know what that is? And I'll try a crafting check to try to see what the material potentially could be.
I've never seen that before.
Uh, could I try detect magic? And if it's magical, could I try to identify it that way?
Sure, by all means. And Athena, if you want to make your crafting roll, you said that's also fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That first nat 20 of the game.
Nice. Whatever kind of armor this is, Athena, you've never seen or handled it before. You have no idea. Nobu, as you detect magic, it's heavily magical. Of a kind, again, it feels powerful, for lack of a better term. And as you're trying to get a read on it, let me get a Arcana or Occultism, your choice.
got you. 16.
Not terrible, not terrible. As you're focusing on it, it's almost as if the magic is still there. As if something's about to happen. You get this feel of maybe like a pulse or an explosion just waiting to happen.
Got you. Nobu would kind of say to the party, I wouldn't get too close just in case something happens, like it explodes or it sends out electrical shockwaves or something. The armor is very magical, very powerful too.
Mm-hmm. Athena
You
would
think this might explode?
Is it very durable?
Well, I mean, whoever it is, did just fall from the sky.
Yeah, but the armor
I can-
survived.
It is bent and misshapen into a ball.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Yeah, never mind.
With the crafting check I got, could I tell if like, this was like if there's like something in it or if it's like mechanical in nature inside? Like, could I tell if it's mechanical in nature inside?
You have no
Or
idea.
does it? Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to dive into the crater.
Not really.
Because it's you guys looking at this from a distance. You have no idea.
How deep is the crater?
Ooh, probably like 15-foot crater. It's huge.
Okay. What if I stood on the edge of the crater and used telekinetic hand to like fiddle around with it, try to like
As you
poke it or
try,
open it?
it seems the armor's connected to someone or something still, despite being crumpled and broken, as your telekinetic hand cannot move it.
Got you.
Oh.
Could
Does
I
anyone,
try? Oh, go on.
Athena was just gonna go. Does anyone really want to go down there and check it? I personally wouldn't recommend it, but it's it's your lives to live.
I was just gonna knock on it and see if they're conscious, and if they can hear us at least. As Nobu kind of uses telekinetic hand to knock on the armor and shout, "Is anyone down there? Can you hear us? Are you alive? At least."
As you do this, you hear a groan of pain and nothing more.
Well, Nobu would look to Endril and say, I do think that I did win the strip me game, but you still ended up keeping your armor and everything. How about we say we call it even and you go down there and retrieve the person inside the armor?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was on push to talk. Endrill's just jumping down into the crater.
And Athena will have her bow out at this point, just in case.
How much fall damage did I just take?
None. It's only 15 feet.
Yeah, that's
You're
like 4
you're
of me.
jumping down, you said?
Let's take it over.
Yes, sir.
You're probably going to have to give me an athletics roll to not just roll down.
$25.
That works. As you jump down, you descend down into the crater. What are you doing?
Endrill will yell back up. Nobu, are we even now?
Well, you didn't retrieve him yet, or them. Not sure who's in there. I just heard a groaning like someone in pain.
I heard that we'll be even if you jump down there.
Oh, well. I actually didn't hear my full sentence.
I will attempt to move around the armor or feel around for a person.
You're going to attempt... repeat that one more time?
I'm looking for a person and moving around the armor.
No, I got that. I'm confused as to in what way you're moving the armor, I guess, is my question. I'm sorry. I'll clarify.
I don't know if it's like a ball. I'll try moving it around and seeing if there's somebody under it, or if
That's
there's like
fine.
any,
That's what I'm asking what you're trying to
yeah,
do with it. That's
or
all.
if there's any like finger holes in the ball shape that I could get my fingers in and try to pull it apart a little bit. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. As you start trying to, like, pry the armor out of its ball shape, then. Yeah? Fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just asking. That's all. As you do so, there is definitely a figure in the armor as you begin pulling at it and moving stuff. You could hear the figure let out this groan of pain. And looking through there are visors in the armor in between pieces. There are bones jutting out of this person's skin. It's really bad. Whatever knocked him out of the sky could have been a bolt of lightning itself. Really bad.
Do we have a
Yeah,
doctor here?
there's somebody definitely here. He's hurt. I can't really do much. I'm gonna try to pick it up. Can I pick him up?
If you bring him up here, I can help him.
As you go to lift him, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but you manage to. You start bringing him up the crater, laying him down. You could see in the aftermath, aside from him tumbling out of the sky, there is a small black wooden box that it seems was clutched in between his arms that is resting smack dab in the middle of the crater. You could see this strange black wooden box. There's 3 locks on it that glow with this bright red fiery light.
Can I grab it with my telekinetic hand?
While they do that,
Yeah, you can
Athena
pick
will
it up.
go to. Athena will start medically attending to the guy.
Sure, I'll take my medicine check.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a 20 again.
Really?
Yeah, you start tending to the wounds. It's hard to do so while the man is still in armor. But you manage to stabilize him enough. Do you want to take the helmet off? He's wearing a full suit of plate now.
Athena will, but she will not be looking at this man's face, just in case anything bad happens to her.
Sure. As you do, the figure looks like this. A
Gotcha.
strange human man with even stranger armor. As you lift the helmet off his face, his eyes pop open. He goes, "Oh, gods, please, I need a doctor. Whatever the hell this was, knocked me clear out of the sky."
That's what I'm doing here. I'm doing the best I can. It's hard to medically
Respectfully,
help you.
you don't seem very much like a doctor.
I'm the best you have right now in this immediate moment, so you're gonna have to deal with it. I am. It's just hard when you're in this much armor.
Apologies. That I can help with. As you see the figure snap his fingers as the armor disappears.
Yes,
Yeah,
that will
now,
make this easier. Yes, thank you. You said you were in the sky. What
I
do you
got
mean?
knocked the hell out of it. Dropped straight down.
Like,
Can I ask, where the hell is this? You see he's like looking around.
would
Some
this?
sort of homeless people living in tents, or
No, we are. Guess you could say a group of survivors.
survivors of what? You're not very good at explaining yourself.
Of a faith.
You're a better doctor than you are a talker.
Yes, I've been told that. We are survivors of the faith, of what we've called the faithful.
Oh, you mean the weird robed fucks?
Yes, those, the weird robe fucks, she would say in like quotation marks.
Don't want anything to do with them, that's for sure.
He said he doesn't have anything to do with them.
He says he doesn't want anything to do with those weird fucks.
She nods. That's good.
You're all survivors? He says, from what I heard, they don't really leave much of anything. There's a lot of you here as he's looking around at the many, many tents.
You would be surprised what they leave behind. He kind of doesn't say much more. Doesn't say much more as she just kind of continues to heal the man. Now able to actually reach most of his vitals.
Yeah, 100%. Huh. As Athena heals him, he's looking over at the rest of you. A weird bunch you've got here. You look well too armed for refugees. You ever thought about enlisting? We could use you up north.
Are you saying in Castle Copperhell?
No, I don't know anything about Castle Copperhell, but marching on our city any day now. I was trying to find the Emerald Queen. I think this is where she is supposed to be, at least somewhere nearby. We're hoping she could come assist. Sorry, don't want to drag you into not sure where your politics lie, but this war isn't pretty up there. That's for sure.
Where are you from? Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Huh? Up north? What do you mean? Originally, I'm from the city of Sanctuary, but ever since I enlisted, I'm not home as much.
I see. I do not know about these folks, but I personally cannot. I think I don't know about they. I don't know about these folks, but pretty sure. At least I am heading up north to the Castle Copperhowl.
It's the second time you've mentioned this Copperhell. What the hell is that?
Do we know? Okay, I guess this is a question. Do we know what Castle Copperhowl is?
Nope, you just know it's where this person is calling you towards.
Theona kind of shrugs. Actually, so I don't really know either, but a call has been sent out, and I intend to answer it.
So some random call is dragging you. Look, I appreciate the medical assistance, but maybe I misjudged. You're going to die on the road to the north. To put it plainly, I don't think you're getting out of these woods. Look, if you could get me to the Elven Docks, I'll have a ship sent out here. We could escort you to the north. We could train you. We could teach you to fight. It'll still be difficult, but you'll have an actual chance at survival.
I know how to fight. And she looks to the other party members. From how these others look, they seem like they do too. I don't think we're as helpless as we seem.
You speak for all of them, then?
Not really, but I just assume. But yeah, she just kind of looks at them, all between them, with the magics and big armor, big muscles.
Yeah, I could take a hit. See, watch. And I'll look over at Bada Bing. Punch me.
You've had me punch you like 3 times in this past week.
Yeah, I know.
Do I have to do this every time you meet someone new?
Yeah, I like to show off. Punch me. Stop holding
Fine.
back.
I'll punch him. I don't think that will hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, when he punches, he just wrings his hand out. This is why I don't like punching you. It hurts.
Yeah, see, he punches. I could take a hit. This guy over here, he knows magic. He's gonna teach me.
That is true.
And I don't know much about that other guy. He's just following us around over there.
So you're telling me you'd rather fight your way to the north for some sort of vision quest than do what's right by the world, sure, alright?
We have been harmed by people, and we want to make sure those people. I've been harmed by people. I don't tend to speak for anyone else, but I tend to make right for the people who've been lost. That's really it. Just a duty.
Sort of leers at you, Athena. Huh. You look weird.
She rolls her eyes.
Where are
Yes.
you from?
If you're wondering, I am a vampire.
No. That's not the worry. More.
I am from the capital, former capital. She pauses, thinking capital, I guess. From the capital.
Capital's
Kalatoustros.
gone.
Yes. Before it was gone.
I mean, to be fair, I think all of our homes are gone.
Yeah.
Sure, but he stops. The Calatristos is a bigger deal than your little no-name village being gone, respectfully speaking. I'm sorry for your loss, but
But you don't sound too respectful.
He's just staring at you, Athena.
I do not fight for Calistris right now. Other people do that.
No.
I fight for a smaller hub. I might for a smaller hub.
Yes, it wouldn't have to be Vistos, would it? As his eyes
She looks confused.
narrow.
She rolls her eyes. Just because I am a vampire does not mean I fight for Vistos. No. I fight for a small town called Orbzon. Orbzon. That's not what's the name.
You'd be surprised at the number of vampires who claim they don't and still serve Vistos. I apologize, they're one of the ones that are threatening our doorstep.
You do not have to worry about me. I am not intending to threaten Sanctuary or any place like that. I just want to make sure the people who done this to Orzon pass.
Well, I appreciate the help. If you're certain you don't want to fight in the war, I can only wish you the best. As you see him climb to his feet, sort of stumbling, but I've got to find the queen before it gets too late. Good luck to all of you. As you see the man leap up into the very clouds themselves, as if clinging to them, as he seems to ride the storm, and is gone, leaving his strange black wooden box that I guess he forgot about.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll keep this if we ever see him again, or...
I mean, it could be useful. Who knows what it is? Do you have a read on it?
Well, I'm assuming the box seems magical, Dylan. Can I do detect magic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one would it be to identify what type of magic it is?
It's
Like the locks on.
You're probably going to be making an Arcana or Occultism check more than using
Okay.
Detect Magic. So at level 1, Detect Magic isn't going to really do anything.
Oh. Well.
So
Huge. The box itself is not magical. Whatever is inside likely is. But it is spelled against it to stop you from opening it.
Got you. So for clarification, the box is spelled against us opening it, so there's like there are enhancements on it?
You'd have to solve the locks.
Okay. Got you. Are the locks enchantments or are they more physical?
Physical locks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could I do a crafting check to see if I could attempt to?
It would probably be thievery. More so than crafting.
Yeah, Athena can try it. Well, Athena first wants to look them over to see if there's any mechanism to hurt the person if they fail picking the lock.
Repeat that, I'm sorry.
Basically trying to see if there's any fail safe. Like if someone tries to pick the lock and they don't succeed or all. Could I argue crafting?
Sure.
$14.
With a 14, as far as you could tell, whatever failsafe this is, it will be dangerous if you don't get it. You're not sure in what way.
I don't. This is a. If I try this and fail, it will be dangerous, and I do not know in what way. So I do not feel like risking my life just yet for this. But if we find someone who can do it better than me, it might be worth the trial later on.
Is there anyone right here who feels confident with it? If not, I can just pocket it till later.
Might be able to break it. I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think that's a good idea either.
Yeah. I think it might just be safer to pocket for now.
Nobu would put it in his bag.
Well then, shall we head on to the place we were actually heading on to?
Guess so, but we should keep an eye on the sky so that doesn't happen again.
Yes, I did not realize Sanctuary had flying gods.
Yeah, I mean, that's new. I didn't know about that either, but it sounds pretty cool.
Could I actually make a society check to see if she's kind of, or society or lore, if my lore warfare would be better? Because,
Either or is fine.
we,
Whatever you're feeling.
I'll do warfare.
What are you asking in particular?
Basically, if she's heard of this, like if she's heard of if she's from her time either in war, being under the flag of the king, if she's heard of this strange advancement from Sanctuary.
Of what? Being able to fly like that?
Yeah, these guys who can just fly up into the sky and ride storms.
Yeah, I got you. With a nat 20, Athena, well, you've never heard of this from Sanctuary. You would know this power, what this person seems to be doing, sounds like the so-called orders of atop the Mountains of Madness, known as the Sky Dancers. Especially the way the figure seemed to leap into the cloud as if connected to it. Of course, very little is known about them, but 7 years have passed. It could be that they've garnered new recruits.
She thinks. I don't think that man was of Sanctuary origin. I don't know if you've all heard of these things, but up north, the orders, the 9 orders, it seems there's one called the Sky Dancer who, from what I know, from knowledge I know, is able to do stuff like that. I guess they found new recruits or whatever. She shrugs.
Oh. That's interesting.
Can I make a society check to see if I know anything about the orders over there since I'm from nearby?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. You could roll with advantage, Chief.
Oh, that's a thing I can do?
Yeah. So when you roll, you could click keep higher one.
Okay. I'm glad I got that advantage.
Yeah, Bada Bing, as you grew up nearby, you actually would recall almost like an envoy arriving, recruiting young men and women who believed that they had what it takes to be heroes for some sort of unknown trial atop the Mountains of Madness. Maybe some of your little band went. When asked, you might have been tempted, but you had too much to take care of, too much that relied on you. You couldn't risk yourself to go out there. But supposedly, far to the north, atop the Mountains of Madness, 9 sects of an ancient order, heroes that devote themselves to the safe being of the world, had begun recruiting. This probably would have started about 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know those guys. Some came by my place to try to get some people to start training, like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Do they all use magic like that? Or do they all have abilities like that, I guess I should ask?
I mean, I've heard a thing or two about a few of them that doing some crazy things, but I didn't see it for myself till now.
I see. Interesting. Well, that'll be good to know if we ever find that man again. He shrugs. And continues on her way towards the tents where the dead elders were.
Yeah. Should make it to the tents. They're not barred up. It doesn't look like anybody. There's no guards in the refugee camp. They have nothing to rope it off. The tents are left a bloody mess. But
Ugh.
no one stops you if you want to walk in and investigate.
Yeah, she will kind of grimace at the mess and then enter in to see how it looks. See
I'll take
if
a
she
perception
can't see
check.
anything. Huge 10.
Geek.
With a 10, Athena, as you were looking around. It's a clear murder site. You can tell whatever happened here, people were killed. The weird thing that you could notice is there's a pile of teeth on the floor. Bloody and wet because they were plucked out of someone's mouth while they were alive. It's really the only weird thing left behind that you would see.
Yeah.
Does it look like a full set of teeth or just a few?
A few.
Okay.
I would say they look like different people's teeth. So,
Mm-hmm.
make of that what you
Are
will.
they all the same teeth or like different types, I suppose?
Mostly canines that have been taken out.
Okay.
Hmm.
So is this like 4 tents together? And second follow-up question, is there other tents around?
There would be, yes.
I think when we're done in here, we need to ask the neighbors if they've heard or seen anything.
Yeah, I think that's it. Hey, Ball, what are you doing?
Responds in Orcish. Teeth, good currency. My people, they trade in teeth. If you take teeth from bigger, better thing, worth more. Good teeth, good money, no waste.
Sound
He'll
logic.
respond back. Yeah. He'll respond back in orc. I mean, you do you, I guess.
Nobu would ask in Orcish, what's your saving like in teeth? How much teeth do you walk around with usually?
Usually raid chest has all teeth. Back home, long far away. Thousands of teeth, mostly lizard teeth.
I see, I see, I see. Carry on then, I guess.
Indril
I'm sorry,
asked
real quick.
Indril asked Nobu in Orcish, how do you know the language?
I like to study things.
What kind of
That's
magic do you see in me?
uh Nobu eyes Endril up and down, and he will say, I would say that you have the potential to use transformation magic. One day you could transform yourself into a big dragon. I see it, the potential.
Maybe, what about like just like a bigger me? Can I do that instead?
Yeah, if you're thinking small.
I am small.
Then yeah, you 100% could.
Okay, and you're gonna show me how.
Of course.
Okay.
Just give it a few years, maybe.
I was so confused when I said BRB bio.
You have your bio assignment to do.
Does Athena seem to be following this orcish conversation?
For the most, when Ballsmig said that, she kind of just frowned at it. So it seems like she did understand it, but she's mostly just kind of more so focusing on the blood and everything in the scene.
Are there
You,
any? Oh, sorry. Go on.
well, you can go. You can go.
I was gonna ask Dylan if there were any footprints that looked like they were leading out one way or the other from the scene.
I will take a survival check. And yes, that was me. I said BRB bio is you.
Oh,
But yes, survival, please.
I feel light.
oh my God.
Nice.
Nice.
There are small footprints, like that of a toddler size, moving out away from the tents towards the exit of the camp.
I will point it out to everyone. There's some footprints here if we want to follow it after checking in on the other tents. If you guys wanted to.